What role does proportionality play in defining war crimes? Imagine you're watching a movie where a hero targets a villain's hideout. Now, think about how the hero decides whether to use a small gadget or a big explosion. In real life, military commanders face a similar choice when planning attacks. They have to decide if the military advantage gained justifies the potential harm to civilians. That's where the idea of proportionality comes into play. It's a key rule in international humanitarian law that guides how wars are fought. Proportionality means that even when attacking a legitimate military target, the damage caused to civilians and their property should not be excessive compared to the military gain. For example, if an attack on a military installation risks causing a lot of civilian casualties, it might be considered disproportionate. The law says that such an attack could be a war crime if the civilian harm is too high compared to the military benefit. This principle is written into the Geneva Conventions and their additional protocols, which are the main rules for how wars should be conducted. It's also recognized as part of customary international law, meaning countries follow it even if they haven't signed the treaties. Proportionality doesn't mean no civilian harm at all. It means the harm must be justified by a significant military objective and not be excessive. When violations happen, like launching an attack where civilian harm is much greater than the military advantage, those responsible can be held accountable. This makes proportionality a tool for enforcing rules and punishing breaches. It helps distinguish between lawful military actions and war crimes. Deciding if an attack is proportional involves careful judgment. Commanders must weigh the expected civilian casualties against the military gains before they act. It's often a tough call because it's hard to predict exactly what will happen or how many civilians might be affected. But it's a legal obligation to make this assessment. If they ignore it or fail to do it, they risk being charged with war crimes. In practice, proportionality influences how targets are chosen and how military operations are planned. It encourages the use of means and methods that reduce civilian harm. For example, choosing smaller weapons or timing attacks when civilians are less likely to be present. It also requires taking all feasible precautions to protect civilians during combat. In the end, proportionality helps keep warfare within legal and moral boundaries. It ensures that military necessity does not override humanitarian concerns. When breaches happen, it provides a basis for holding individuals accountable and preventing excessive civilian suffering. It's a vital part of defining what makes a war crime and ensuring justice in times of conflict.